So this is Jamie Foxx. You guys probably remember not too long ago, Jamie Foxx just up and disappeared on us, and everybody was wondering, like, where the hell did Jamie Foxx go? Then out of the blue, Jamie Foxx came back looking kind of pale and just not himself. Well, allegedly, there's rumors going around Hollywood about P. Diddy and Jamie, and it sounds so crazy.
But there's been a rumor that the whole time when Jamie was out, for the industry insiders, Diddy had did that to him.
Okay.
He caught Jamie filming, allegedly, or whatever. They told Jamie to chill. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and his security beat Jamie ass. And that's why Jamie was in the hospital, allegedly, right? But then there's the thing where they saying that they gave him some type of pill or something that knocked him out. But it all was alleged connected back to Diddy. Now, more recently, Jamie has a special coming out on Netflix called What Had Really Happened Was, and I went to the taping of it. It was 3 days taping. I went to the first show, I went to the last show.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx states in this, spoiler alert, but Jamie Foxx states in the special that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him.
And as crazy as it sounds, it's starting to sound kind of true.
Let me be clear when I say that I think that Diddy is exactly where he needs to be. He needs to actually stay in prison for far longer than what he was sentenced to. I am not impressed or care in the slightest about the P. Diddy documentary. I think it was poorly done, in my opinion, and we all knew he wasn't a good person. We all knew that he did pretty much everything in there. We all suspected that he put out the hit on Tupac. We already, sort of knew all of these things. At first, I was like, I don't understand how the jury came to the conclusion that they came to, which is why he didn't get convicted on so many of the felonies that he was charged with. The documentary sort of did the same and didn't really have a whole lot on the freak offs. There was not a whole lot of evidence in the documentary. You have to go based off evidence alone, and it has to be without a shadow of a doubt. So after watching the 4 episodes in their entirety, I understand how the jury got to that conclusion. I do also believe that some of them were a little starstruck, and so it was like, oh, this guy's in front of my face, he's charming, typical narcissist. Charming, you forget all of the horrible things, or it sort of almost makes them seem less appalling than what they are. Very, very upsetting, to learn about Joy and about Aubrey O'Day. I had Aubrey on my podcast. She really didn't want to touch on that subject too much, and I do fully understand why. But as far as like him being guilty or innocent or whatever, it's like obviously in the court of public opinion, he's very guilty no matter what. But when we're looking at evidence, wasn't a whole lot on there with the freak offs and things like that. Didn't implicate anybody else's names. I think a lot of the media implicated people like Meek Mill, or I know some of the other people that would go to the Diddy parties. Nothing talked about that. There was nothing about that. It was just all the other things that we already knew. So I say all this to say, court of public opinion is that Diddy is guilty on all counts and all charges, and I tend to agree with that. I think he's a horrible person and don't want to support him. But at the same time, we already knew everything that was in there.
Hey, what's up? It's the Monster man. Man, this shit is crazy, man. They said that Diddy allegedly poisoned Jamie Foxx, give him pills, and he was trying to take advantage of him. And Diddy bodyguard and Diddy beat the shit out of Jamie Foxx, allegedly. That's why he disappeared out of the industry for a very long time. So understand that a lot of shit is going on for a long time that people are not talking about. But Jamie Foxx know where the bones are buried. So a lot of things that Diddy was going on with, a lot of these celebrities know what was going on. The liquor company know. Everyone know. That's why everyone contribute to the downfall of Diddy. Diddy had to go to jail for all of the bullshit that he been doing. He was using his power so that he can take advantage of people. He was blackballing people, blackmailing people to do gay orgies, and then he gets you to do anything that he wants you to do. So Diddy is a super manipulator. He liked to use people, and we needed to hold this ninja accountable. He was definitely wilding. He was kidnapping killing people, blowing up cars. He was really out of control, and he was putting his hands on females. So a lot of people, when they saw that documentary, they got to realize the demon that Diddy really is, because Diddy was always acting like he was a saint, and he was not doing shit. Since Diddy go to jail, all of his friends, none of his friends went to court to support him, because no one wants to have this anal shit on their name. So I understand why everyone is trying to protect their reputation, and they know what was going on behind closed doors. We heard a lot of gay rumors that Diddy and Meat Mill was in a relationship. French Montana singing "Happy Birthday, Daddy, you deserve it, Daddy," and Meat Mill being Diddy pool shaking his butt. Little Rod came out and said that Diddy sexually assault him. Sometime he go to sleep, girls are in the bed. Next time he wake, Diddy's in the bed and he's smiling with you and your ass is sore. Man, that is just some weird shit to me. And you did not defend your manhood. And then you're gonna say in the documentary that you wanted to go and look for your daughter and you did not go and do that shit. You're not a real father, man. You was being puff boy toy. I understand exactly what was going on. Little Rod was living his best life, and Diddy was promising Little Rod the world. He was gonna buy Little Rod a house. He was gonna give Little Rod $250,000. He was gonna do a lot for Little Rod, and Little Rod believed, because Diddy told him that he's gonna make him be the best producer at the Grammys. And the Love album wasn't all that shit. So I understand. I see why Jay-Z and Beyonce got to get that Cowboy album, because they control a lot of the shit in this industry. They can pull strings. They can do whatever they want to do, because they are the people that is in power. But a lot of people never thought that the laugh would be on Diddy, that the last laugh, that Diddy would be in jail. He would be drinking toilet wine. He would be not eating food. He'd be going through a lot. He'd be depressed in jail. But he had to be there, man. He had to be there for all of this crazy shit that he was doing, man. He was definitely wilding. But it is what it is, man.
Y'all, I thought the Diddy documentary was a little boring, and I think that tells us a lot about how we construct evil and the way that we create the devil figure to avoid looking at the system. For a character to not fall flat, they need to be making decisions that are surprising to you, that change and evolve, right? This documentary shows decades of decisions, but at every single crossroad, every fork in the road when he could have chosen differently, he picked the same thing. Do you pay your artists or do you exploit their contracts? Exploit. Do you honor your business partners or do you cut them out? You cut them out. Do you respect boundaries or do you violate them? Violate them. Do you mentor someone or exploit them sexually? Exploit them sexually. When someone speaks up, do you listen? Do you silence? Silence. Do you make amends or do you deny an attack? You deny an attack. It's very fucking predictable. And it's true. The devil figure doesn't need elaborate schemes when patriarchy, capitalism, and hierarchical power structures already deliver exploitation on a massive scale. Why bother with clever temptation when you can just be a powerful man in an industry that protects powerful men? The system is already set up to enable exactly this kind of abuse. The devil does not need to be creative when the system is doing the work. Diddy didn't invent this playbook. It's Harvey Weinstein, it's R. Kelly, it's Epstein, it's the Orange Man, it's every megachurch pastor who's been exposed. When we construct the devil figure, we place all the possibilities of evil onto this one figure, the goat, the devil, the bad man, and drive them out so the community doesn't have to change. So we don't have to examine patriarchy, capitalism, white supremacy, empire. We need Satan to carry all of the sins possible so we don't have to dismantle the systems that actually produce this harm. Diddy's whole aesthetic was prosperity gospel without Jesus. The wealth is proof of blessing, of empire building, and his abuse is just what happens when the logic plays out. Some people get blessed, which requires other people to be sacrificed. We want to believe that abusers are exceptionally complex, uniquely evil, monstrous, mysterious. We make them fascinating because if they were just an ordinary man, following ordinary patterns of power, then we have to actually ask the difficult question. What does that say about power itself? We make the devil fascinating to avoid confronting the boring structural violence of the systems that we all participate in. That's the real theological problem. Not that evil exists, but we'd rather create one demon, make one Satan, than look at how these harmful systems consistently produce the same patterns of violence. We create the devil so we don't have to face the God we created out of power itself. Stop centering the abuser. Start dismantling the system. Because the system that produced Diddy is still running, still selecting the next man who will make the same choices. If you enjoyed this, I invite you to join my Patreon community where we are doing monthly deconstruction and reconstruction of women in the Bible. I also teach a course called Faith Deconstruction 101, Leaving the Church Without Losing Yourself. The links are you know where.